Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Reginald Kensington III, and thank you for joining us here from Belfast in Northern Ireland as LDN Wrestling brings you this singles bout for the LDN Capital Championship with champion Steve Savage in the black trunks taking on challenger Belfast's own Chris Mercer in the green and yellow tights. This should be a tremendous encounter, and it is Steve Savage's first defense of the LDN Capital Championship, a belt that he won from the hotshot Joey Scott, ending Joey Scott's 2.5-year reign as champion. Savage then certainly not endearing himself to this Northern Irish crowd, as Savage himself from the Republic of Ireland. Northern Ireland, of course, part of the United Kingdom. The Republic of Ireland, not part of the United Kingdom. So Savage right here then in a headlock, trying to use the hair of Mercer and pushes Mercer back to the corner. The referee giving him a 5 count to break the grip on the hair. And Savage telling him he's fine, and then gives Mercer a kick to the stomach, moving him down to the mat. Well, Savage now charging in, Mercer ducks out of the way. Mercer then Irish whip, Savage reverses. Mercer takes it right in the corner, and Savage charges in, Mercer then jumps over the top. Boot to the Savage's head, rolls through then, and now Mercer making Savage chase him down, arm drag. Second arm drag from Chris Mercer. And he takes a bow and gets some adulation from his Belfast fans right here. Ducks under a clothesline then. Mercer now gives a clothesline of his own. This is a great start from Chris Mercer, making his LDN debut, of course. Mercer with a body slam right to the middle of the mat. Drops down to a knee, goes for a pin, just under a 2 count right there. So Chris Mercer then with that smiley face on his trunks, certainly endearing himself to this LDN audience. Charges at Savage, Savage then over the top, then Mercer lands on the apron. Savage comes in with his hands raised, but gets a shoulder to the midsection, and now Mercer climbing up to the very top of the ropes here. Double axe handle, taking Savage down. Mercer goes for the cover, nice hook of the leg, just a 2 count right there. Well, Steve Savage defending this LDN Capital Championship. He was on such a run of wins that led him to his championship opportunity, and he took full advantage of the championship opportunity. And trying to take full advantage right now is the entertainer Chris Mercer, but unfortunately for the entertainer, he spent a little bit too much time going to the top rope, and Steve Savage takes him down, and now Savage is taking advantage of Mercer, who is almost stuck on that rope there. Savage now with a gorilla press slam from the very top all the way down to the down to the floor, and now Savage snapping neck breaker right there, perfectly done, and Steve Savage on top, as one would expect, I guess, from our brand new champion, especially with the debutant Chris Mercer then making his LDN debut here. Now Savage has Mercer in the corner. Knife edge chop to Mercer, and Savage then all tatted up, kicking him right in the midsection. Well, Steve Savage now, Irish whip to the corner, Mercer stuck in that corner, and Savage charges in with a launching shoulder. Steve Savage is now taking Chris Mercer apart, body part by body part, dropping that belly to back suplex, goes for a cover, just a 2 count. Savage probably not looking to end the bout there, but this audience now getting behind Chris Mercer. But I'm telling you something, Steve Savage is absolutely vicious. Well, Mercer then using the audience to give him some extra motivation as he punches his way free, but he's taken down with a back elbow almost instantaneously. Steve Savage just driving home the point that he's the champion, calling Mercer boy, and if you look at the tail of the tape, Savage has so much more experience. not just in LDM wrestling, but all over the place. Mercer, of course, very much a rookie. And now Savage dropping his whole body weight over the middle of rope, which Mercer was mercifully sat upon, and drops it right onto the throat of Mercer. Mercer looks like he is done as Savage continues the assault on the trachea and the throat of Chris Mercer. Well, not wanting to look too far ahead, but I have been looking through the win-loss records of some of LDN's frequent competitors, and Steve Savage has got to be thinking about who his next opponent is going to be. And for me, with the exception of course, the rematch between Savage and Hotshot Joey Scott, I would be exceptionally excited to see Steve Savage give somebody like Reese Riley a shot at the Capital Championship, or perhaps, and this is very, very bold right here, I'd love to see Steve Savage give a shot to Haystacks Jr. It would be a very, very different contest, of course, for Savage. He wouldn't be able to beat and knock around Haystacks like he is the likes of Mercer, but what an interesting bout that would be. Let me know in the comments who you would like to see Steve Savage compete against. That is, of course, if he can get past the entertainer, Chris Mercer. Well, Mercer now is really trying to just get some form of energy from this crowd, but Savage getting to the middle rope, and Savage has the higher ground, but look at that beautiful move there from Mercer, and now he hooks him up for a suplex. He holds on, and he's going for a second suplex. Can he do it? He holds on. Oh, not quite then. There it is. He's got it with those twists of the hips. Unos, dos, tres amigos from the entertainer, Chris Mercer. And can he get a 3 count? No, just a 2 count from Chris Mercer there, ladies and gentlemen.
Who do you want to win?
This is Northern Ireland versus the Republic of Ireland right here in Belfast. We are in Northern Ireland, of course, and the Northern Irish are well and truly behind their hometown boy of Chris Mercer. But Savage gets up and catches Mercer right on those middle ropes. And look at him unleashing right hands. Oh, and that was a big one right there. Now Savage climbing up to the middle rope. I think Mercer is in trouble here. High octane, high risk, high reward for Steve Savage as he gets that beautiful suplex. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be rejoining the action momentarily. But get ready for LDN coming to a town or city near you by heading to ldnwrestling.com. We rejoin the action with Mercer climbing to the top rope for a big splash. Dropping them elbow right on Steve Savage, an elbow splash right there, and this could be all over. Savage kicking out at the last possible moment, but ladies and gentlemen, well, top rope action from both competitors, but it is Mercer right now who could well be on his way to victory. But Savage and Mercer get to their feet simultaneously. The referee then is moved out of the way and failed to see Steve Savage by name, Savage by nature. Savage lifts him up for the Savage driver, and Mercer then is led right into a pile driver. And the LDN Capital Championship is successfully defended. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not the result that some of our fans were hoping for today, but the result that on the form of Steve Savage was relatively predictable. A tremendous performance from the entertainer Chris Mercer, but it is Steve Savage who holds on to his LDN Capital Championship. My name, of course, is Reginald Kensington III, and I want to thank you for joining me here on LDN Wrestling. please subscribe and enable notifications so you can be here next time. But for now, this has been LDM Wrestling, and we are British and proud.